What's up, everybody? Welcome to Red Flags and Real Talk. If you have not seen my first video, I would encourage you to go back and watch that one because it lays a foundation for you to understand the rest of my videos regarding the Proverbs 31 woman. Okay, so we are going to continue. We're going to be looking at uh, 13 through 19. So let's go. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from afar. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household and a portion to her maidens. She considereth a field and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands she planteth a vineyard. She girdeth her loins with strength and strengtheneth her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff. Okay, so that's the foundation. Now we're going to look at some notes to cover some of the terminology. Okay, she seeketh wool and flax. She looks for the best materials. Wool, flax were things used to make clothes, linen, and goods in the Bible times. She's resourceful. She's willing to work with her hands. Okay. Like merchant ships, ships travel far to get the best quality goods. She brings value, quality, and excellence. She brings her food from afar. She plans, prepares, and invests effort into providing. Okay, riseth while it is yet night. She gets up early, symbolizing discipline, responsibility. Okay, giving meat to her household. Okay, let's continue. She considereth a field. She studies and evaluates and thinks before she buys. Okay, with the fruit of her hands, she planteth a vineyard. She uses her own earnings and efforts to create something that produces long-term results. Okay, okay. Right here, girdeth her loins with strength. This means she prepares herself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually for hard work. Okay, let's continue. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. She knows her work has value. She doesn't doubt herself. She produces quality and recognizes it. Okay, she layeth her hands to the, you can say spindle, spindle. I'm not too sure how to pronounce that, but and her hands hold the distaff. Okay, so meaning she's productive, skilled in what she does. So, ladies, if you're watching this, this is so important to understand is what that kind of looks like as a Proverbs 31 woman. And I just want to say with you, well, I'm saying this with you guys, it is so important to be patient because it appears that this woman is hard to find. Who can find the virtuous woman with a question mark in the King James Version of the Bible? So you men that are Christian and you're godly, you are trying to pursue somebody, and you keep going through women after women after women, and you keep on seeing these patterns of the same things that you keep running into. And so God may put you through some hoops and hurdles to kind of see what women are out there, what kind of women are out there. Sorry. And why would God do that? Well, I think he molds us and shapes us through these processes so we don't have this mindset of to be prejudgmental all the time based on our last experience. So, because a lot of times, I'm speaking to you men on this part, a lot of times a woman uh, who had some experience in the past with other men, sometimes that comes out on the person that they're trying to see because they had a bad experience with somebody else, paints their picture, and so they get this prejudgmental attitude sometimes to portray that on you, which is not fair to you because you're not that same person that her ex was. So I actually ran into that a lot. It is because a lot of times when I've been dating women, one of the things I come to find out is that they are not completely healed. They're still going through some breakups. They're trying to get over their breakups. They still have feelings for the guy. They're seeing a therapist. You have multiple years of friends her so-called girlfriends are speaking into her ears. So it's a lot of things going on, and she's out there trying to find somebody. Now I have can probably recount three or four women, um, about three or four women that I started to get to know, and they were all seeing a therapist. Ain't that something? They were all going through what's the term I use? Healing journey or trauma. I'm pretty sure you guys or lady heard that before. And that's one of the things that I kept running into. And so, guys, when you run into that, you don't have to subject yourself to that, because you want somebody that's completely healed from their past. When somebody's completely healed from their past, their insecurities, God starts to work with that woman and her insecurities go away. That way, she doesn't prejudge the person that she's trying to get to know based on her past experience with another guy. So, for you ladies, if you're going into that dating process and that dating realm, I would always check to be sure your house is clean. What I mean by that is things that are in your room symbolically that don't need to be there. Okay. And be sure that you're healed from your past experiences. If you still have feelings for your ex, you shouldn't be dating. If you're still having ungodly relationship with some people, you should not be dating. If you're still going through a healing phase and trying to get over certain things about this previous person that you're not completely over with, and you're still on these dating sites, you're still not going to me, you should not be dating. If you're unsure, you're kind of going back and forth on what you should do, what you should not do, what you really want. I'm not, here's what I see a lot on these dating apps, or I'm not too sure what I'm looking for, or, I'm just kind of just seeing what's out there. If it happens, it happens. You should not be dating. I know this might sound a little bit harsh, but the reality is that if you have this stuff going on, something eventually is going to come out that's going to upset the guy that you're trying to get to know, because of you have these prejudgmental attitudes, this healing that you're going through, and these mental processes that you're going through. You have to start working on yourself. If you're on your phone all day, try to do something else that's different. Work out, take care of yourself. What's crazy is not to be weird or mean, but I've talked to some ladies and dated some ladies that gave off the implication that they don't like to shower. I know that's crazy, but I've had ladies that don't shower every day. I shower just about 2 times a day, in the morning and at night. And hygiene is very important. Taking care of yourself. Because a man might be the biggest red flag might be him is for him is hygiene. You don't know, but if you are gossiping and you are going behind people's back still, you've been very judgmental about some situations, and that you're not completely healed yet. These are things that you got to look at yourself and say, okay, I got to change this and that. But anyway, you can see this Proverbs 30 woman. There's a lot of stuff that this woman does. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. So, like I said again, men, be patient and ask the right questions. Because remember again, a woman a lot of times, if she's already going through something that she already experienced, that's coming out, that's pushed on you, just know that there's something else that's going on within her past that she's not completely over with. And this can go both ways, but a lot of times you'll see this in a lot of women with the therapist healing journey. I'm not really sure what I want, or just seeing what's out there, and they have this kind of bad rep of dating because of what they experience. So for you women, you got to be free from that mindset. You got to get out this mindset of, oh, just because what I went through, the same man, he's probably going to do the same thing. You have to learn how to ask these questions without prejudging that guy, because it's not fair to him based on whatever you experience. At least give him a chance. So this is a pruning process that you got to go through. You got to be completely healed and taking care of all this stuff. But anyway, subscribe to my channel. Check out my books. And if you want to subscribe to my Patreon, I'll be having some more exclusive content that's going to be more in depth detail of things that you can do for you men and women. Thank you. God bless. Take care.